but the church is the believers, the followers of Jesus Christ. So anybody who is not following the footsteps, not perfectly, but at least believing that I'm going somewhere in the right direction, that person, you can say this is a believer. Even when we have a minister of the gospel, because like now we have seen it. I am the head of the church. My husband is the treasurer. My children, one of them is the keyboardist. Another one there is the usher. Then the whole thing, should we call that church Jesus Christ Church or a personal business? This is where we are. That's the problem. And then when we have the system that when the thieves are coming to the church, they are chased out. Those people who are not well dressed, they are chased out. Those people who are lacking, they are chased out. Is that the Jesus Christ Church? Does it demonstrate the vision of Jesus Christ? And this is why I would love the viewers also, because they also read the Bible. Because I believe when there is a market in business, we have to have the producer and the product, the consumer. So the consumer and the producer, and maybe the strategist, somebody somewhere is wrong, because the producer makes the consumer makes the producer produce more.
Depending on how they demand for it. Whatever they demand for, the producer will want to.
So now the preachers have known there is a lot of demand of riches. So now the producer will concentrate on making more sodas than milk. And the soda will not help as much as the milk.
Okay.
So, and this is where we are. And I think we need God. We need to return to God so that God may open our eyes and be able to see the true structure of the Church of Jesus Christ. So that when you are going to the church, you are sure this is God I'm following, instead of going to follow the devil in the name of the church.
I have a quick question for you based on what she said.
Yes, please.
She feels that the church needs to be fair in how it handles the needs affecting its people.
Yes.
In your church, what sort of care do you provide, for example, to divorcees?
Yes.
What sort of care do you provide to young girls who, get children out of wedlock?
Yes.
Even people who have attempted suicide, for example.
Yes.
Do you have structures?
Yes, we have a department we call Good Samaritan Department. And I believe we started when God spoke to me. I saw some elderly people. They were walking and they wanted to cross over a bridge. And then they were stuck there. I found them and I asked them, why are you not crossing? And they said the bridge is bad and it's under repair. But even when it's well done, we shall not be able to cross. And then I asked them why. They said, we are hungry. We need bread. And that's what initiated me to start the Good Samaritan Department. So we have the children home. Like now I'm from Malidi. We visit the children home. I am from Madare. The argument we are talking about, the many churches. I was also asking them, what should we have, even if it was business? How can you put a kiosk selling milk here and the next one is also selling milk?
Yes.
And the Madare, the Kosovo area, there is no many churches. They are just there at the road. So I was asking them, even if it was a police station,
and some of you go in there.
How can you just guide here at the gate where it's not more dangerous, and then you leave the most dangerous people, the dangerous area? So I think we are going there, but we need God. Let us agree. The church needs God, so that we may be separated from the flesh, and maybe we may be separated from the loopholes of the devil.
All right. Reverend, I'd like to bring you in on this, because this falls under your docket, gender, women and youth, and this is the question that is being raised by Gadara here on disastrous opposition to vaccination, contraception and sex education. Why does the church find it so hard to talk about the issues around contraception and sex education? And this is something that actually happens. Are we simply just burying our heads in the sand?
Well, I think we cannot really generalize about the church's position.